Yeah, too many colors of peace. I wanted to say, got the hat yesterday. As you can see it, specially made. Kemet Ray Ma'at, which means Black Sun Justice. So I want to thank you for that. And my wife, she wanted to say something too.
My hat was specially made as well, and it means first to step out of the waters of noon. And I want to say thank you to my aunt forever. Very nice.
Sister Andrea Brunette is in the place to be. How you doing, Senate?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
So you have something to show us today?
Yes, I went on to the product line and I bought 3 shirts and I just wanted to show you all what I got.
Oh, let's see.
Okay, so this is the first one. This is the
Ah, the Ankh shirt.
the Ankh shirt. I got it in black and gold, but I think I'm gonna go and get a blue one too.
All right.
Okay, so that's the first one.
All
And
right.
then
The Ma'at. Oh, it looks
this
good in
I don't
blue.
yeah,
All
I don't know.
right.
Yeah, this is the Ma'at one.
Oh, that's
I
what's
don't know if you
up.
can see.
Yeah, we see it. We
I'm
see
trying.
it.
Can you see it?
Nice bright
And
color, you know.
yeah, I love this. I love this color. I love it. And then the piece de la resistance is my favorite
I'm the best to
one.
be too
I'm
nice.
the best to be tonight. Yeah,
That's what's up. I'm the
there's
best
that
to
on
be
the sleeve
tonight.
too.
Even on the sleeve.
Tonight,
All right.
even on the
Tonight.
sleeve. I had it. Yeah,
All right.
this is the lick right here. So I'll be wearing that on
Oh,
your next live. I will have this one on.
all right. That's
Yeah.
beautiful. Oh, wow.
So
Well, thank you.
that's the 3 ones I got.
Thank you very
Love
much
them.
for your support. It's appreciated. I'm glad that you like the products.
You're welcome. You're
All
welcome.
right.
And we'll see you on the next live stream.
All right. See you soon, sister. Peace.
Okay.
Hotel.
All right. Bye.
Okay, I hope you can see this. Civilization started with agriculture. Custom made shirt from my aunt forever, Shaka Indugu. Civilization started with agriculture. This is Curse of Hammurabi, Shaka Indugu, who I support. Civilization started with agriculture.
Hey, this is my unboxing video that I'm doing for the product I bought from my Forever's channel. I bought the coffee mug, and here it is. Sorry there's a glare from the screen, but lots of bold, crisp, beautiful colors, inside and out, high quality ceramic. I absolutely love it. So y'all go check out his website. It's got a lot of fun, fresh designs. And cheers to you, Shaka, and all of your endeavors. Peace.
All right. Hey, brother Donnie Williams. See, you got your
Yeah,
makeup.
yeah. What's up, Shaka? I was gonna do just I know it's a serious topic, but I was gonna do a little
Oh, no, I appreciate that, bro. I'm
unboxing.
glad.
So
I'm glad. Yeah, yeah. Live
yeah.
unboxing. Bro, you don't mind if I use this excerpt, like as a clip, my
No,
intro?
no,
Oh,
it's all
thank you.
good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And for those who wonder, I'm gonna share the link. All right, that's lovely.
Yeah, I got the Heather Gray. Oh man, yeah.
Oh, you got the Kemet shirt as well. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know it had that on the back
In the
though.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. That's what's up,
That's
man.
lovely. Oh, thank you. I
So,
appreciate that.
yeah. So just letting you know, just coming through, showing some support real quick, man. I'm about to get back into this Netflix film, so just wanted to say peace, man, and thanks.
Yeah, thanks a lot, brother.
Okay,
All right. Our sister RP is in the place to be. What's up, sister?
E.T. Sin E. How you doing?
E.T. Senate E. I'm doing Nefer.
Oh, great, great. Well, I got it today. I was thinking it was coming from France, but then I did the tracking and it was outside actually when I went to check, and here it is.
Oh, that's what's up. It's just like my hat. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Let me do the solo layout. There it is, brothers and sisters. That's
Yeah.
what's up.
I really like this. Yeah, so I have an after school program that I help facilitate. And I'm going to wear this because we're going to start talking about coding. So I'm going to
Okay.
use this as an introduction because this is a code. It's
Mm.
ancient code, but it's still a code. And then we're going to be able to, demonstrate. I'll be able to demonstrate to them the meanings inside each of the, glyphs and stuff. So, but yeah, I was looking online and I was like, this is actually like really good designs, So as soon as I get some more, extra money, I'm gonna get the matching hat and I want to get a Ma'at shirt. But I really like the Kemet one to start with. Yeah, so it's really good. And the prices ain't bad either. So
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I
yeah.
appreciate that.
But
Donnie
you know
Williams
what?
wrote. Yes, go ahead,
Hmm?
sister. Mic check. Yeah. Tep Senut. En a Senut. E.T. Ren I. Chakandugu Kemet. I hope you're doing well. The title of this live stream is 0 Reviews for Asar Imhotep's latest book. The numbers don't match the pseudo hype. Let me see who's in place to be. Andrew Burnett is in the place to be. Johnny Williams is in the place to be. Check, you can hear me well. Let me do this. Fair use disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Now let me get this out of the way. This is the Amazon page of Asar Imhotep's latest book. It says that it was released on August 7. So it's been about a month and a half ago. You go down. It says no customer reviews. Okay. Now let's go to the the homie's website. This is his website. That's his book right here. Same price. When you go down, it says 0 reviews. Write a review, blah, blah, blah. You can see it for the record. Because this might change tonight or tomorrow. So even his groupies are missing in action. I just happen to know that pseudo of Asar Imhotep and pseudo Pum Pum Smash Rockwell are going into it. I share 2 community timeline posts. Then out of curiosity, I listened to a few seconds of Asar Imhotep and he mentioned my name. He has a right to. I'm not losing sleep over it. It's only right that, I say a little something. So, every time I try to get out, they pull me back in. So, I have less clips than before, but I still have a few left. So just for the record, for those who didn't know, we're gonna have a brief introduction. The gentleman.
Ridiculous Asar Imhotep. First of all, let's get to know Asar Imhotep. Listen for yourself.
Did you go through any kind of hazing process, though?
No, I played. Yes.
Okay, so you went through a hazing process.
No, I pledged. There's a difference.
Okay, so as you went through the hazing process, did they slap you on the ass with a paddle?
Yes, they did.
Oh, okay. So you bent over, you grabbed your ankle, and that paddle was smacking that ass.
Basically.
Okay.
The Fight Doctor is the place to be. For the record, the chat is open to everybody. You don't even have to be subscribed because I wouldn't mind hearing from the groupies of Asar Imhotep. I'm wondering, why aren't you helping your pseudo pseudo homie? Because we had a few. Hold on. We had a few came through in the place to be, and they will swear that the dude is legit. But anyway, I will share the link after, just in case some of them want to holler. Gotta give them a chance to express themselves. Now, this is the most famous quote. Asar Imhotep said, indeed, live on air publicly, that Allah is in the Egyptian text. Yes, you heard right. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth.
Allah, and this is where I would disagree with Brother Shaka, is actually in the Egyptian text.
Allah is actually in the Egyptian text. What else?
The god Allah is an indigenous African god. The god Allah is an indigenous African god.
The god Allah is an indigenous African god. Okay.
In ancient Egypt, Allah is in his full form.
Ancient Egypt, Allah is in its full form.
Then when you do a linguistic analysis, you understand that the Hebrew language is cognate with the Yoruba language.
The Hebrew language is cognate with the Yoruba language. Okay. What else?
Between a law in linguistics and a law, for example, physics, is that with a law.
Are you a physicist? Do you study physics, for example?
I do study physics and I study science. And so,
okay. Have you studied linguistics formally?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
He told a PhD in linguistics that he studied linguistics formally. Okay. Gotta tell, just for the record, that Asar Imhotep doesn't have any degree in linguistics. Well, actually, he didn't when I asked him, which was, what was it, last year? Probably last year. So if that has changed, then let us know. Now, here you can hear Asar Imhotep arguing, not to say debating, with a PhD in linguistics. And he's going to talk about reconstruction of Yoruba in Akan.
Not only that, but he hasn't done a reconstruction for Middle Egyptian.
I understand.
And I'm saying that is an incorrect and it's not a very good order of operations. So you're going to.
I don't see a reconstruction of Yoruba in your work or Akan.
How would I reconstruct Yoruba and it's spoken right now? How does that make any sense to you?
Because that's my point.
It's spoken right now. And what I did is I used IPA because Yoruba has its own orthographic system.
It's a convention for sounds. These are all symbols. That's the whole point of writing. They're just symbols to represent sounds. We understand that. The issue is that it's not attested in terms of a living.
So this is what I'm hearing as a lack of understanding. What you just said, you said I didn't reconstruct Yoruba. I wouldn't need to reconstruct Yoruba. I wouldn't need to reconstruct Akan. He doesn't need to reconstruct Somali. He also doesn't need to reconstruct Hausa. But what he does need to reconstruct is the one that I'm saying that he did not reconstruct.
Here's the question.
Please, just hold on 1 second because.
I understand. Believe me, I understand what you're saying. I'm asking you this.
Then let me make this last point, please. Just let me make this last point. So you're saying that I didn't reconstruct a language that is attested right now. You don't reconstruct languages that are attested right now. You write them down.
So here, Daniel Williams wrote he straight said he studied formally. What institution? I'll wait, LOL. But he also said that he studied physics, didn't he?
Between a law in linguistics and a law, for example, physics, is that with a law.
Are you a physicist? Do you study physics, for example?
I do study physics and I study science. And so,
okay. Have you studied linguistics formally?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yes, he has. Bennett is in the place to be hotel. So, another 2 clips, just to make it clear that the dude, yes, he did. Just to make it clear that the dude, is a false flagger. That's what they do on these YouTube streets. Now here you can hear, right there, you can hear Asar fake dissing, disrespecting a PhD in linguistics.
Cambone is not in conversation with the authors of the text. It's not like he is trying to teach them how to improve. It's like it's like he's at the overall tone of the text is like he's at a barbershop and he's just shooting the ish with some friends and on how he don't like so and so and how this text is bullshit, basically, right? He's not having a conversation with Professor Kwame Osei or Salim Faraji or Jahi Issa. It's not in the tone of a dialogue. And because of that, that's why he doesn't, it just comes off as just complaining or like a woman venting about her day at the job.
And actually, I said 2 clips, but I meant to say 3. Here's another 2, very short one. You can hear him claim that he's a historian and a linguist, publicly live on air once again. It's not a private conversation.
Alrighty, as mentioned before, I go by the name of Asar Imhotep. Some others may know me by Ifamuyiwa Fagbimi in terms of my Yoruba name. I am a historian and anthropological linguist, an artist, poet, photographer, music producer, soon to be filmmaker, and a host of other things I like to dabble in seriously.
So you heard him say that he is a historian and an anthropological linguist. What degree does he has that warrants him labeling himself as such? But it's not the only time he labeled himself or claimed to be a historian. Here's another instance, once again, publicly live on air.
As you said, I am Asar Imhotep. I am first and foremost, I'm a computer software programmer and linguist and historian of ancient Egyptian and Bantu studies. And
linguist, historian. So, if everybody's aware of his academic credentials, feel free to let us know. Now, V. Bennett wrote, "One lies lead to another." Actually, hold on. You know what? This one. So, where were we? Bennett wrote, "One lies leads to another." LOL. Don't even realize what I guess when he coughs like that, it's a lie. You got me there. Oh my goodness. Back on our scholarship. V. Bennett wrote he got a degree from Sinetta College. That was crazy. Sinetta University. Headed by Bobby Banker. Xenophobic pseudo. Who are here through the streets that, he got his behind whooped by an African. I wonder how he feels about that. We know he's xenophobic. He feels superior than Africans, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, he's not the only one. Pum Pum Swashbuckler is the same. David isn't the place to be. So here. Andrew Burnett wrote, "Don't get all chucked up, Shaq." Those punchlines come out of nowhere. They're so unexpected and so funny. So, Actually, yes, V. Bennett wrote he holds several degrees from Sinetta University, not just one. He's very disingenuous. I had a convo with him. It was actually on Pum Pum Smashwalk channel. It was live. And I asked him, "Do you have a degree in linguistics?" His answer was hilarious. Couldn't just say no. But anyway. Let's hear from that pseudo dude. You can see that was 2 days ago. So nobody would say, "Oh, that's old news. We knew about this. Oh, you late." But the title is funny though. Dressed in Smash Rockwell and his Pootie Tang scholarship. My goodness. Poor Smash Rockwell.
So yeah, so we can get started now. So how all this comes about is on yesterday I had a show, 2 shows actually. So the first show was on the etymology of the word Desheret, meaning red land or desert. And then I followed that up with another conversation that was based on that conversation, but it would take us too far away from the actual conversation that we were having regarding Desheret. So I decided to do 2 videos, 2 streams that day back to back. So the second one had to deal with this word Zimer, Zimatawi, and or Zimiteri, and this is dealing with the word Kemet itself. So there's Desheret, the first video, and then the second one is an extended conversation on Kemet. And so a lot of that conversation, regardless.
For those who don't know, Sekou Kelly is butt kissing Asar Imhotep. Even though Sekou Kelly claims to be a Ethiopian, and Asar Imhotep has disrespected Dr. Sheikh Diop several times by saying that Dr. Diop was wrong, that Dr. Diop guessed, that Dr. Diop did not do the work, that Dr. Diop did not show his work, that Dr. Diop was irresponsible as a scholar. And Sekou is actually live streaming now on that pseudo dude's panel. I mean, he has a right to, I don't mind, but I'm just saying, to claim to be a Ethiopian. Let's continue.
This is in the book Race and Identity in Ancient Egypt, Volume 1, Towards an Etymology of the Place Named Kemet. Is basically a 500-page text, chock full of information and source material, as we're going to see. So I am requesting from my audience, for those of you who do have the text already, I'm going to be referring to this, and I'm going to need you at certain times of this discussion, because I know most of y'all may be at work right now, so y'all probably won't be able to participate if you do have the book. But if you just happen to be home right now, or the book is in your possession, please go get it, because I need some verification that certain things were addressed and certain information was provided in the text.
And let me be up to date with the comments. David wrote, they all hope you didn't read and research the sources so they can act like they have the reasoning. Now, yeah, on top of being pseudo, indeed, David just reminded us that there's some plagiarism in the place to be, and Dr. Jahi Issa didn't care, didn't mind. David wrote, the plagiarist claims Diop's work is not scholastic. Vibenet wrote, yeah, this dude, the man on the screen. I'm sorry, yeah, this is the man on the screen who dissed Diop.
Because Smash Rockwell is one of those individuals who doesn't read. And that seems to be a characteristic of a lot of these folks. They don't read, but have a lot to say, And so this is why, I had to, properly identify this level of scholarship as Pootie Tang scholarship. I call it, or Satada or Watada scholarship, and not only that, because there's a few of them. It's not just Smash. Smash is just the current leader right now. So they all form a group. So it's him, Brother Reggie, Netaneb, Shaka and Dugu Kemet.
That's why he messed up once again. And for those who did not follow, back in 2011/2012, if I'm not mistaken, it was in 2011 that Dr. Wesley Muhammad challenged me publicly to a debate, and I accepted. And then we spoke about it on the phone, spoke about the timeline. Then he backed down, used the excuse that I quoted some article that disagreed with his claim. It's a race card. Oh, they're here quoting some white folks. Now, that was about his claim, it was about the scholarship, but he got scared. He realized early that he was going to get embarrassed. Now, hold on. Back then, like I've shown, Asar Imhotep wrote an article when he was engaging Dr. Bagdown, Dr. Wesley Muhammad. That's a nickname I had for him back then. And he started off saying, first of all, I just want to say, I'm not the likes of Sasuddin Seti, Chagandugu Kemet, and all. I was like, what? And why did he write that? Because years back he came up with his foolish claims of Allah being in the Egyptian text. He also saying that Heru will be the same thing as Allah. I wrote 2 articles about his claims. He spoke, he said we'll write an article. I didn't hold my breath on that. So he was mad. He threw a shot at me while addressing Dr. Back Down, Dr. Wesley Muhammad, let's say. Well, I didn't nickname him that, you know, so. That was the first article. Then there was a second article. Called the Sahim of Fake Weak Scholarship. You have the link there. On that one, I have all the quotes from him. But anyway, so now he goes at his shenanigans again. Like I heard, you know, somewhere online, if you let somebody shenan, then he will shenan again.
You know, and a host of others. So, you know, I first dubbed them the He-motionals because they always crying and emotional when you.
And I wrote, what type of dude lie about his credentials and then call someone else Putty Thing? Putty Thing never lie. Yes, he did say my name once again, you know. And I even pulled up on the repairing yards stream. Want to have the convo. He's extremely condescending, extremely arrogant, extremely disrespectful. And if you prove him wrong or disagree with him, he will say that you don't understand, that you have comprehension issues. Yeah, he says Smash don't read. Anyway, I ain't gonna be long with this. I just want you to hear when he's gonna act like he's a scholar. Just for the record. I'm gonna open up the lines. Or actually, there's one thing I want to share after that. It will be brief, like a few minutes.
Disagree with the point with that. But, you know, since Smash is the leader of the new leader, because Reggie was the leader of the He-motionals, because he always cried. Since Smash is the leader of you know, this group, and he's a rapper, so you know, I put together a rap group called the Pootie Tang Clan, and Smash Rockwell is the RZA of the Pootie Tang Clan. You know, we're going to shorten it to the Poo-Tang.
Hotep University TV isn't a place to be. He wrote, Hotep Bro Shaka and the family continue to expose these frauds. They are actually exposing themselves.
Claim, right? And and this is what we going, you know, this is what we gonna do. So this is you know, how we gonna move forward today. And so, you know, I never do videos. See, this is why I don't do videos, because people are sensitive every other week.
He did plenty of videos dealing with the claims of Dr. Obadili Campbell, PhD in linguistics, dealing with the claims of Dr. Kaposhishi, PhD in linguistics. I mean, it's just capping right now,
It's a video by somebody about me, about some stuff that they don't understand. And, this is just, it is. And of course, he's going to make 1,000 videos after this. And I'm just letting you know, Smash, you can have the last word. I don't care. And, it's sorry that you have to go through this, for people who don't comprehend and don't understand exactly what's going on. So we're just what I'm going to do is I'm going to play his video from his conversation on last night. All right. So I saw it this morning. And so we're 3 hours away. I'm on the East Coast. And so, as I stated yesterday, it started, from those 2 videos that I did on yesterday. And then Brother Garfield calls me and I'm live on his show. And I don't know what was said in his comment section.
Garfield Reed, aka Trackfield, Mr. Zip It Down. He's a guy who claims to have a bachelor's degree. He's a guy who claims that he has a bachelor's degree in history. I've never seen it, but lately he distinguished himself by saying live on air that he likes polite.
You only married polite because you don't like polite. And it's the truth. I actually like polite.
So, Asar Imhotep said that Allah is actually in the Egyptian text.
Allah, and this is where I would disagree with Brother Shaka, is actually in the Egyptian text.
And Trackfield said that he actually likes polite. Now, Imhotep University TV wrote, I remember the first time I saw your platform, Ashaka, and you were exposing these guys. How time has flown. That's pseudo Garfield Reed's master teacher. Trackfield said that live on air. That Asar Imhotep is his master teacher, and he's sad when your master teacher is pseudo. See, Pum Pum Smash Walker is pseudo too, but they have to remain pseudo. All they have to just do is just admit that they were wrong and then keep it pushing. But the funniest thing is they are groupies. But anyway,
I wasn't watching the show. I was actually out and about, and he asked me on the phone, would I have a conversation or would I have a debate with Smash Rockwell? And I'm like, no, because he constantly informs the public, and he doesn't know certain basic things. And if I'm going to have a debate or discussion in regards to this Kemet thing, it needs to be with an Egyptologist or somebody who is a linguist.
Yeah, I told you, the guy thinks that he's in the field. Now, for the record, excuse me, for the record, and he may deny it, but I heard him say that he's about to start a PhD program. He said that live on air. Did anybody ask him if he went ahead? Yeah, you're right, Imhotep University TV wrote, groupies do what groupies do, and that's cap for each other, indeed. By any means necessary, at all costs, and it's sad. Somebody is wrong. I was wrong. I don't see it the same way, and you keep it pushing. Don't be trapped in your own falsehood, brothers and sisters. You don't need to. Smash Rockwell, for those who don't know, said that the Hyksos are fake. They made that up, and he also said that Kush is not in Nubia. All he has to do is just admit that he was wrong and keep it pushing, but he's a punk sucker. So this dude now is saying that, it has to be done with who this season? Egyptologist?
Informs the public, and he doesn't know certain basic things. And if I'm going to have a debate or discussion in regards to this Kemet thing, it needs to be with an Egyptologist.
Going to debate and Kemet, needs to be with an Egyptologist. Is he an Egyptologist? That's what's funny to me, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, Imhotep University TV, for this super chat / super sticker. I appreciate that. He will gratitude as always, bro Shaka. Thank you. I appreciate that, really, I do. Plus, it's been ages I didn't get any donation. But I do have my supporters, my paid supporters. And for those who don't know, the chat is open to everybody right now. So take advantage. David wrote, when people lie to you, they will not look you. He's lying, y'all.
Or somebody who is a linguist who studies the Egyptian language.
So he has to be an Egyptologist or somebody who is a linguist. Is he a linguist? That's so funny.
And those are the only people I will entertain when it comes to an actual debate or discussion. Because, you know, if there's an issue in their methodology, I can at least challenge that with the expectation that they should know better, since they are the PhDs in Egyptology and or linguistics.
They are the PhDs in Egyptology and linguistics. I'm not even going to ask if he has a PhD in Egyptology or linguistics. I'm just asking, does he have a single degree in those fields? Why did he call himself an anthropological linguist? What is the credential that allows him to label himself as such? Why did he call himself a historian publicly? Body language speaks louder than words. Starting off in the right ode of his head indicated he's trying to create something. If when you think you're greater than you are was a person, oh yes, for real. What about if they challenge him? They wouldn't challenge him. They don't give him the time of the day. Now,
you know, Smash can always default, well, I'm just a rapper. I don't know. I never said, because, you know, they always do this when they don't have the right information. I never said I was a scholar.
Is Simon Faker a scholar? In what field? What's his credentials? What degrees does he have?
Well, if you're not a scholar, then step aside and let the scholars have the conversation. And so Smash comes later into the program and has his commentary. And then he says, I'm going to do a show later on. And so he does a show, and this is what we're going to listen to. And so parts of the show, I'm just going to be kind of skipping around because I don't know how long this show is. This show is 2 hours and 47 minutes. And we'll be here 6 hours, you know, going through each and every bit of information there. So, so we're just going to get started. So I'm going to share my screen.
I heard you for the record. When I asked him that if he Bennett wrote digging his own grave with each word, LOL. I asked the dude, do you have a degree in linguistics? He said, I studied computer science and we dealt with linguistics. Then I said, you have a degree in linguistics? He's like, what did I say? And I said, thank you for confirming you don't have a degree in linguistics and being false flagging. Call him a fraud, straight up and down. Because he wanted people to believe that he has some qualification, some degrees in linguistics. He wanted people to believe that. Now, the thing I wanted to share for a few minutes, it was sent to me by a good brother earlier. Share the title and the link. But Africa Bambaataa. David wrote, I meant that when a person stays to the right of their head, I meant that when a person stares to the right of their head, they are physically trying to engage the right brain for creativity, just like when you catch your child goofing off doing homework. Here, former bodyguard reveals his disturbing experience at Africa Bambaata's park. So, this is from the channel Hip Hop News Uncensored. They do have 800,000 subscribers, actually 865,000. So they are close to 1 million subscribers. Very large channel. Now, hold on.
I'm trying to find myself. You know what I'm saying? I was still young. I did all this time. Red Alert bodyguard.
There you go. That's when he starts talking about Red Alert. Red Alert.
I did Shorty Low for that whole year. Me and Shorty Low was cool as hell. And I have DJ Red Alert bodyguard a couple of times at that time. Me and DJ Red Alert was either all right. I stopped messing with DJ Red Alert because he took me to Africa Bambaataa party.
Oh shit.
Yeah, yo, bro. I'm gonna tell you this, man. I told everybody this before, man. Africa Bambaataa, yo, we went to a house in Atlanta. The house was huge. It had a mansion, it had a basement. You know what I'm saying? It's like a club, a mini club in the basement, you know what type of shit, right? Yo, this nigga had little Puerto Rican boys dressed up like Egyptian princesses.
So this gentleman right here, now do they say his name in the description? Well, here underneath it says King of NJ, probably New Jersey. Now BTB TV, Mr. Eastwick. Let me see if he has some channel of some sort. He does have a channel. Description says, I'm a righteous brother that's been hustling, rapping, and a bodyguard most of my life, and an ex-baseball and football player, so I know a lot about a lot. Share his channel link for the record. There it is. You have his channel link in the chat, and you also have the link to get on the panel for whoever wants to. If anybody has Asar Imhotep Facebook, please let me know. I find it strange that with all these groupies who've been running around and butt kissing him for all these years, they are missing in action, and they won't even support their homie. Them not writing a review, I could understand that they want to be associated with his fanciful claims. But damn, how many of you groupies got his book? David wrote, oh damn, not those parties again. So this individual said Africa Bambaataa had some dudes dressed as princesses
serving drinks. Yo, this nigga had little Puerto Rican boys dressed up like Egyptian princesses. Type of shit, right? Yo, this nigga had little Puerto Rican boys dressed up like Egyptian princesses serving drinks and fruits. Little Puerto Rican boys. At first, if you first look at me, you think you're a girl, you know what I'm saying? Then you see their chest is bare. So that's a fucking boy. I'm like, oh, what the fuck is going on here? Wow. I ain't gonna say it was mine, so I don't know this mine. They was young dudes though, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I was like, nah, that's too weird, man. I said that from the real. I said, this too weird. told Red Alert, I never work with you no more, man, because you put that close on this shit, dog.
What Red Alert say?
Red Alert was like, oh man, he's that serious. I'm like, I'm good, bro. Yo, I quit. I left Red Alert. I quit. I'm out, man. But I'm still working with Shorty Low too, so I was good.
So according to him, Red Alert said, no, he ain't even that serious. Well, that's another tale. I wonder if you have some NY cats serving drinks dressed like princesses. Oh my goodness, man. So I couldn't understand if the followers, the supporters, the adepts, the groupies of Asar Imhotep don't want to get on the panel, but you can type in the chat. Now, chat is open to everybody. You don't even have to be a subscriber. Even a Red Alert is down with it for decades. For real? And so is KRS. Well, KRS has clearly made it known that he's has no problem with all these allegations, all these testimonials. He said that our leaders should be infallible, or I'm sorry, are infallible. He said that even if the allegations are true, basically we should not be talking about them. We should not be talking about our leaders. You know, I'm paraphrasing at this point, but I already played it. It's already documented. You know what I'm saying? So I'm an X wrote not serious equals Nuapian talk. I don't know if he is or if he's not, but you know, that claim doesn't come from me. It comes from a bodyguard who just told the world what he has seen. And that video that I've shared, you have the link in the chat once again. No, that's the link to the bodyguard's channel right here. Here is a link here in the chat. So even after the stream, you can still have it. Those who don't know, if the chat doesn't appear immediately after the live stream, it's normal. Sometimes it can take a few minutes or even a few hours. You know what I'm saying? So eventually the chat will appear even after the stream. And what is it that I was going to say? I lost my thought, but you know, never mind. He said what he has witnessed. You know, that was his testimonial. And I wrote Red Alert, No Bambara, and others being used in hip hop to molest kids. Might be used religion to molest kids. So that was the gist of it, as far as I'm concerned. Just wanted to put things into perspective. For those who don't know, Asar Imhotep is pseudo. He was caught lying several times. Once again, he stated that he studied linguistics formally. Now the claims he committed, I mean, he was he and somebody else were claiming that, you know, Kem doesn't mean black. That Kemet means riparian land or riparian zone or riparian country. Hence the nickname Riparianites. But his close ally, Wujau, has disappeared from the scene. He has stopped streaming after the butt whooping that they had. You know? And I think Wujau was not really happy to get humiliated and embarrassed. And Asar Imhotep just let him, you know, in the lion's den, you know what I'm saying? Ultimately, you know, it was too painful to hear. He tried to come, act like he was going to help his homie, but, you know, he just came being disrespectful, condescending and all that, you know. He was caught in so many lies. So many. Oh yeah, if you bring the hair determinative, then that will end the argument. Ned did just that. So he is pseudo. He's been pseudo for years. You heard him say that Allah is in the Egyptian text. I heard, you know, I heard at one point he was claiming that rise of a volcano, but I heard he gave up that claim because that sounded a bit too crazy. But I mean, if you were to do a list of all these claims, for those who are subscribed on my other channel, Shaka Kemet, I'm re-uploading a lot of things because you never know. Pum Pum Smash Rock will not only make copyright claims against me, he also went to the Superior Court of California. Next, I don't know, he may write Joe Biden, he may write Kamala Harris, he may go to the U.S. Supreme Court, you know, to try to get my channel banned or something. You know what I'm saying? So just out of precaution, I have that other channel, and as a matter of fact, I'm not necessarily re-uploading Frankie's vids. You know what I'm saying? Because Frankie's defeated. Vids are still on my main channel that you're watching right now, my Forever. He said he will go on the flagging campaign. But yeah, I'm re-uploading, you know, a fair bit of things, and it would take a lot of time. You know, as a matter of fact, there was a brother Afimi who left a comment about my latest upload, and he wrote, "Oh, sorry, I missed this convo." And then Andrea Burnett told him, you know, what word did she use? Okay. Sure. Oh, it's on the other channel, that's why. Yeah, this is a repost. A repost. You know. Oh, we have a divinely inspired inner place to be. How you doing? You know what? I'm gonna wait a few minutes because I noticed that usually at 5 p.m. you kind of have more activity. You know, I guess some people do the 9 to 5. You know, just for the sake of it. And you know, I haven't streamed for a few days, and it felt like a few weeks. There was a time when I was streaming nearly every day, and I enjoy the rest. You know what I'm saying? School's going to start again soon. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking which books I'm going to prioritize, not only for the school but also for my personal knowledge. You know, this one I really want to get into. I want to finish our brother V. Bennett's book. Oh, she's in my bag, so whenever I go to work, I have it with me. So this is V. Bennett's book, for those who don't know. I'm actually going to share the Amazon link. And I also want to finish that book by Lance Shabazz. I've only started it. And I want to finish John Osman's book. I want to start that book, which is probably very difficult to find, but it's by Paul Guthrie, the one who made the documentary Get on Board the Wheel, the one that also was challenged by Dr. Wesley Muhammad. But you know, Dr. Wesley Muhammad, you know, he has a track record for being a coward and scared. But then there's a book by John Osman about my art, you know, that I also started but did not finish. And also there's a few languages that I want to continue learning, you know what I'm saying? On these YouTube streets, it's boring. I went through the whole HOK, destroyed them all. Ajax is scared, you know. They claim they don't have no cowards in their camp, but you know, it would be justified if people call him coward to Zariak, you know, even with the help of Frankie. Frankie got mad, tried to ambush me, and it was still embarrassing to the point that he deleted, or at least made private, that way in, you know, but I reviewed it so people can see it. So I went through, you know, a homo, pause, but I went through all these cats, you know what I'm saying? Sabia Bay came up with a Gaga Gugu, Tohaka Bay talking about Saddam Hussein and Osama bin Laden were melanated, Lord Abba, Butler Reggie, Pum Pum Smash Rockwell, Teenager Yara, Napasha Da, aka Woof Woof. I mean, dang, and he was light work, easy work. But anyway, Armor X wrote that 9 to 5 is heavy in the divided states. I am Bass is in the place to be sure that I'll get my out to everyone. Bennett wrote, yeah, stay in Shaka, more people coming. Yeah, I was there for a minute. Hope you're enjoying the book. Yeah, definitely. But I want to finish it, I really want to, I'm not the type to just, just read a few pages and act like I read the book, because many people do that. Many people, they just read a few pages and then they be like, yeah, I read that book, Finally inspired wrote Paul Guthrie had Wesley shook. Yes, indeed. Paul Guthrie just made it clear. Dr. Wesley Muhammad was like, yeah, we're going to have a discussion. Now you see, you have from the rap group Brand Nubian, Lord Jamar. He had Paul Guthrie on his show, on his YouTube show, on his platform. And Paul Guthrie just let it be noted clearly that Dr. Wesley Muhammad has to state that it's a debate. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, back when Paul Guthrie released Get on Board the Wheel, Far Muhammad came from India, years ago, Wesley wanted to holler at him. And Wesley was like, I'm going to address him soon. And soon became years. Soon can never be years. So, yeah. He had that was some Muhammad shook indeed. But I don't know about Paul Guthrie. He removed the videos from his YouTube channel. He did that before. He was with the Dharma Foundation. He's a Buddhist, if I'm not mistaken. He was already advanced in age, so I don't know. I actually spoke to him on the phone at least once. Nice convo, nice long convo, Talked about the one that I used to nickname Lilo Homie. The one that I used to nickname Dr. Back Down. And other stuff, You've been in road, nobody want to debate you, Shaka. They're scared. No, I have to debate me. They can have a discussion with me if they want to. If not, it's okay. But to make the long story short, most of what the black people have been taught in America is just inaccurate. Whether it's the NOI/NGE, Nation of Islam, or National Gods in Earth, those teaching, those lessons that they study by heart. It says that Africans are living a jungle life, Africans are not civilized. The Yakub big head scientist story, and many other things, the root of civilization being in the Arabian desert, Mecca being the only holy place on the planet Earth, and many other things, it's just inaccurate. Same with the Moorish Science Temple of America, what the Moors be talking about. And we've seen that very clearly with Mr. Gaga Gugu. Or is Mr. Gaga Gugu when you need him?
Yeah, no, but it ain't the people, right? Let me help you out. I'm gonna help y'all out real fast in some language, and I know his audience is listening. Do you know the first language ever? Do you know the first language, either one of y'all?
Well, brothers and sisters, brace yourself. I don't know the first language ever. Apparently, he knows it. Let's listen.
Yes, baby language.
Baby language, right?
So, baby language is a language now? All right, okay. said, okay, well, it's a language, we can learn it and we can speak it, right? Sounds pseudo, but it's okay.
Baby language is the first language. It's Gaga Google, like Lady Gaga, Gaga Google, baby speak. Who else speaks like that? Who else talks? Well, whoever this is, who you are, let's see your face first. Or you're not coming on, you can just sit back. So Gaga Google is numbers, basically. Like most animals, they numbers, hand signals, and stuff like that.
Is it serious right now? Gaga Google is numbers? You know, there's one thing I forgot, but you know, he did say that more means navigator, you know what I'm saying? You know, so if it's a nationality, you know, navigators is not supposed to be a nationality, you know. Anybody can be a navigator, you know, it just takes a little training. You know, you don't need to earn a PhD to become a navigator, but it's okay, you know what I'm saying? Let's listen to the first language, Gaga Google.
Gaga Google, it's numbers. Babies talk to one another. They talk. They're numbers. The other
They sure do.
Right? They know what they communicate with each other. They be talking with each other. You notice that? They be sitting there talking to each other. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know what the hell they saying. The other language, if y'all not familiar with this,
it's a language. How come we don't know what the hell they're saying? So it's an undeciphered language then, I guess.
You can probably find it. You should look that up too. Now, don't try to steal what I'm saying because it's going to be very hard. Give me 1 second.
Try to steal what he's saying. It's going to be very hard. Did you know what his teachings? Finally Inspired wrote addressing V. Bennett that he bought his book too. That's a good look. X wrote also, Brother Shaka, thank you for exposing the frauds. Didn't know Shaka Amos was just like polite. Damn. Now it's not my words, you know. But we heard Shaka Amos say that he effed other mothers and daughters before, you know. And it's so funny because Shaka Amos jumped out of the window and criticized me publicly for Frankie, right? And next thing you know, he's complaining about not getting paid.
And Shaka, did you get your money, your $1,000 from
I
that?
didn't get nothing yet. I was supposed to get it before the debate. That's what happened with me and Jabari, why we didn't have a debate. I was told one thing and something else happened.
Now, and it is addressing Divinely Inspired and wrote Divinely Inspired, sorry. Oh, great. Maybe we can have a discussion about the book once folks have finished reading. X wrote, wow, baby language is a language, according to Sabir Bey. Now, Sabir Bey makes a living teaching this Gaga Google scholarship. Life is unfair sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Now, not only making a living, but traveling abroad. As a matter of fact, traveling to European countries. You know what I'm saying? He also went to some, you know, to Tunisia. So probably posed in front of the statue of Ibn Khaldun. Ibn Khaldun wrote some very disparaging things towards black people. He was negrophobic. He was anti-black. And I went through that. And guess which book I used? Mukaddimah, the same one that Sabir holds in his hand when he proudly posed in front of Ibn Khaldun's statue. And Sabir had the nerve to deny that Ibn Khaldun was anti-black. Then, of course, we have the Hebrews with their, you know, funny 12 tribe chart. Them claiming to be Israelites. Them claiming to be descendants of those people who inhabited Canaan, you know. So yeah, you know, in a nutshell, to make the long story short, the majority of the things that people have been taught, and it's not just in America anyway, you know. But a lot of these things, you know, got its inception in America. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for the most part, it's inaccurate. You know what I'm saying? Come to terms with it or not. You know what I'm saying? And does he know that language himself? LOL. sound like it because he says we don't understand what the hell they're saying. You know, it's just something he made up. That's all. I'm an expert. People with weird hearts can be trusted. David wrote, so babies are out there. Babies are out there saying 101, 010, 11, 010, 20, 20. I mean, not only he came up with the Gaga Google, but he said, you know, numbers. Always making stuff up. Yes. Can't believe that guy. Some people believe in him, even in all the way to London, England. Because how those people who just dislike themselves, they have self-hate. Just like the Nation of Islam has some self-hate teaching, and we heard Farrakhan expressing it, talking about black people are mocked, disfigured, that our physical appearance is the essence of ugliness. And a couple of days before the wane, even though the day before the wane, I played the Farrakhan speech, which is only 3 minutes long, and that punk Sapo feast, Frankie Scam Cheddar, was real pissed. He did not even let me finish playing it. And next thing you know, he's trying to make me look bad with that Wayne, but that didn't even work. That didn't even work. You know what I'm saying? So we have so many people who have self-hate. They'd rather be anything but Africans or descendants of Africans. They'd rather have some made-up stuff. They'd rather have Gaga Google scholarship. Now I'm an expert. We can't understand quantum physics, but we can't understand baby language. There we go. Baby selling crack because Gaga Google Ninja. Sabia has been pseudo for years, yeah. Burnett wrote David, yeah, and how does he know his numbers when he said we can't understand a damn thing they're saying? Make that make sense. He's just making stuff up on the fly. But for the record, for those who don't know about the self-hate teaching of the Nation of Islam, here's Dr. Wesley Muhammad, for example.
It will be. That will be important. Road chemist. If you want to get off sensitive, come on, go ahead. About blacks, conquering blacks. Throw Maya in the trash can. Throw Amin Ra, the slave making God away.
And I heard him say that it was on. And I blasted him until he challenged me to a debate. Back down. That's why I gave him the nickname Dr. Back Down back then. Here's him again. Dr. Wesley Muhammad, PhD in Islamic Studies. Or more precisely, PhD in Near Eastern Studies.
Our children are being kidnapped by ideology other than Islam. Gangs, Afrocentricity, or the so-called culture of hip-hop. We're losing our children to all of these other ideologies.
Our own children are being kidnapped by ideologies other than Islam. Gangs, Afrocentricity, and the so-called culture of hip-hop. But that's the dude who posed proudly with Jay-Z. That's the dude who put a post and I believe the link to World Star Hip Hop. And he wrote, I made it to World Star because he was acting like as a FOI or bodyguard for Jay-Z and Jay Electronica when they both performed somewhere, and that was featured on World Star Hip Hop. That's the same guy who had several pictures with different rappers for his book called The Book of God, where he talks about one of the same scientists of the Nation of Islam. And one of their scientists, the 24 or 23 scientists, those are gods. And one of their scientists is called Cassandra. A dude called Cassandra. Comte Saint-Germain. He looks like Bill Clinton in terms of complexion and phenotype. And he is a prophet of evil. Oh yes, you heard me right. That's written in his own book. So our own children are being kidnapped by ideologies other than Islam, gangs, Afrocentricity, and the so-called culture of hip-hop. I have him on tape saying Afro-con, Afrocentrics. Afro-con, Afrocentrics. Nice wordplay. But here is self-hate teaching at its best.
So Shabazz was not permitted to stay in that area, so he took his family into the jungle of East Asia, which we now call Africa, to make a people close to nature. And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said this is the origin of kinky hair, because we didn't have kinky hair prior to that. The hair on our head was like the hair on our eyebrows. The hair on your eyebrows straight, the hair on your head is not the same as the hair on your eyebrow. But the hair of every other people is the same as their eyebrow. Your eyebrow straight, your hair something different. Wouldn't you like the hair on your head to be as straight as the hair on your eyebrow? That's why you so busy frying it. That's why you so busy pulling it. Because your nature tells you that the kink I mean, with I'm black and I'm proud, we got to learn to be proud of kinks. Because most of your family of other black people on the earth, jet black. They didn't have no broad nose and thick lips and kinky hair. They were dark-skinned people, jet black. But they had straight hair, a thinner lip, a thinner nose. But we are marked as a different kind of black person. And we were rejected and despised, not only from the circle of the gods, but we were despised and rejected by all the other dark people of the earth. This is why today black people with kinky hair and broad nose and thick lips are rejected in every society. I want you to hear me well tonight. Yes, sir. Why are we rejected? Because the essence of beauty is in obedience and submission to God. And the essence of ugliness is when you rebel against God. And when you rebel against God, in your rebellion, you are marked with a certain mark of your rebellion, which is the disfigurement of your internal self, which manifests in the disfigurement of your external self. And this is why when you look at our people, wherever we are found on the earth, you find us either disfiguring ourselves physically because we are disfigured on the inside because of rebellion.
Ask Scam Cheddar, Frankie, if he condemns what he heard. Ask Pum Pum Smash Wagwat if he condemns what he heard. Ask Butler Reggie if he condemns what he heard. Ask Professor Small if he condemns what he heard. Some back dancing, tap dancing. See some people do the Macarena. Raphael Royster has some, not safe for work or not safe for children comments. Nama X wrote they love making claims without backing up their statements. Indeed. That's what people call the conscious community. HOK. That's what they do best. Black Muslims have no issue with Islam, the religion that enslaved them at the same level as the Europeans. You know what's funny? One thing that came to my feed. What is it called? Kamer podcast? Sorry. Look at this thing. You have to see it to believe it. A Kamer podcast. You see that? Streamed 34 minutes ago. That's recent. Right? Now, in depth, with commission adept, Scam Cheddar goes one-on-one with the future champ in the making. Now, if you don't know commission adept, that dude is pseudo as pseudo can be. He's as pseudo as Pum Pum Smash Wakwa and Asar Imhotep. Runs around saying that the meta nature has not been deciphered. Well, at least he was at one point. You know what I'm saying? He's a future champ in the making. Now, already played Farrakhan. He was at radio, but I was recording on tape, on film. He talked about the Sudan, and he said there's no slavery in the Sudan. He was denying a very harsh reality before the split of the country. It's weird that black people believe that. Oh, hold on. In this piece. It's weird that black people believe that being Afrocentric is bad. What do they want us to be? Arab-centric? Eurocentric? They want us to be Asian-centered. A Christian. Which place on earth? Yeah. Down in Jerusalem, Israel, Bethlehem, Nazareth. That Muslims is in Asia, Arabia. Moors, the Asiatic stuff. You know? And the funny thing is that, you know, we have a false flagger that's Cam Cheddar. Claims to be Kemetic, but he's butt kissing anything that comes from Asia. And he's allowing people to disrespect Kemet. He actually himself said that he doesn't give a F. But what? Funny, but I have it. Not only he said that black people ain't shit.
One thing I can tell you, brother, is black people, we ain't shit, man. Our people ain't shit. Black people.
So I'll say it again. Black people are the worst of the worst when it comes to their own kind. The niggas, it's like these dumb black ass niggas that was created in America by the white man.
Listen to what this Frankie dude said about the Kemetic text.
Shaka, I don't give a fuck what Ramesses said. I'm Sarnetta. Ramesses was just another man, bro. I don't worship them motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck what Ramesses said. I don't give a fuck what Akhenaten said.
A punk Butler Reggie. Listen to him.
I don't believe in old Egyptian gods. I don't believe in that stuff. I wasn't even taught that bullshit, right? I'm the one who bangs against the Kemetics. I bang against them and they can't get through me because the gods that they worship, right, were born from another group of thinking, right? So you can't come with me with no goddamn Heru or no other that bullshit. Show it to me in the primary, show it to me in writing, show it to me in the period. You're making the bullshit up.
But I don't know if Scam Cheddar said that he tasted meal before, but he explained how some semen could accidentally get in his mouth or on his lips. I mean, he said it himself, you know. There has to be a reason why he came up with an excuse or justification as to how it may happen.
What I was saying was, for example, let me give you an example. If my sperm was to somehow accidentally go into my mouth, what do you mean accidentally, Saldana? That's when I have a wet dream. That's when I had a wet dream, and my hands is wet, but somehow I'm sleeping, and you know, I touch my mouth.
Now my ex wrote, there he goes making new champs. Divinely inspired wrote, the Moors, Hebrews, and NOIs are all anti-self. Donnie Williams wrote, yeah, yep. Think wrote, hi, melanated. Well, you should say folks, he says folks. And instead of melanated, it says meliented. I don't know if it's a honest mistake or if he's trolling, but you know. I already played that one, you know, where he explained how some semen could get in his lips, whatever, in his mouth, you know what I'm saying? But, so, okay, so, you know, it means that there's not a single supporter of Asar Imhotep that can just come and tell us about, you know, his book, you know. All these guys been butt kissing him. None of you bought his book, basically. Oh, as a matter of fact, you know, the Repairing That books, it was like, how many reviews did they have? Numbers don't lie, you know. Call again. Shimsu team, whatever. And that one I was 2019, so that was 4 years ago. How many reviews do they have? Five. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. Seven ratings and 4 of them reviews. So we can conclude that they have sold at least 11 copies. At least, maybe more, but on Amazon, 11 copies. I'm an expert. Those are probably his family members who reviewed. I think in order to review, you need to purchase. Now, you can have some discounts though, you know. There's a good sister. I bought her book when she found out it was me, and she gave me a discount, you know, when it comes to the shipping or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So hey, there it is, you know. And all this hype for all this time, man. Asar Imhotep has 0 reviews for his latest book that was released about a month and a half ago. Where are all his followers? Where are all his supporters? All his groupies? Only Fan Mika didn't get the book. Garfield Reed didn't get the book. All right, that was an hour and 30 minutes. It was great. If you didn't say my name, I wouldn't have gone live. But just have to set the record straight. Some people are false flagging, giving themselves titles that they have not earned, and in the process disrespecting PhDs, dead and alive. Not dead or alive, dead and alive. He said that Rickety Amins was wrong. He said that Rickety Amin was wrong. He said that Dr. Obenga was wrong. He said that Dr. Diop was wrong. He said that Dr. James P. Allen is wrong. I mean, the nerves. But hey, I'm going to make my closing remarks. Stay safe, stay healthy. If I'm allowed to, by the nature, I will definitely holler back at you. I don't argue, I said facts. If you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. If you do not think right, you will not act right. If you know better, you will do better. Do I do? Do I need you? Hotel.
Now, for the record, for those who don't know, I'm giving middle nature classes. And here, that's the flyer. Okay? So, those who are interested, feel free to holler at me. If you're not interested, it's cool. But I recommend that everybody who has not yet seen the video, Kemet and Ma'at, before Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, then watch it. It has about 300,000 views and really deserves to have a lot more.
I just want to let everyone know who's listening in now and who's going to listen to this stream in the future. I just had my first Meta Nature class by Brother Shaka today, and I've had other Meta Nature lessons by other teachers, and I can tell you right now, the brother is the best in the game. He is that was one of the best classes I've ever had, ever. So if you're interested in learning the Meta Nature, if you're interested in getting the basics of it, Brother Shaka is an awesome teacher. Get with him, and it's extremely affordable. This brother is giving us his time and his skills, and he's basically giving it away. I mean, I just consider it a donation. You know what I'm saying? So if anybody is interested in learning the Meta Nature, get with this brother right here. He's an awesome, awesome, awesome teacher. And I'll end with that.
Hotep Senu, Hena Senut. This is Julie, also known as Servant of Yah, and I'm currently taking the Medu Neture classes with Brother Shaka, and it has been an amazing experience. Only 2 lessons so far, and I feel like I've been taking the classes for months, just with the how in depth he goes into the vocabulary words, the construction of the language, the grammar. It's been immeasurable, the experience. And one thing that comes across, hands down, is his extreme passion for teaching this to anyone who is willing to learn and has an interest in learning. So I highly suggest, if you are interested, even a minimal interest, that you subscribe to the classes with Brother Shaka. It's such a nominal amount for how much you get. I know, like, our last class was over 2.5 hours. It felt like 2 minutes, but because that's how involved you are in what he's teaching and how he teaches and how compassionate he is about what he teaches. Also with sharing materials free of charge, no question, no doubt. It's just what he does. He doesn't have to, but he does. And so I just wanted to give a short testimonial about the class and the effectiveness of the class. And all of that is attested to how studied Brother Shaka is. So I highly recommend anyone with a minimal interest that you do sign up for the Medu Neture class. Hotep.
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, which is Ma'at Forever. Don't forget to watch the video entitled Kemet and Ma'at. forget to share Kemet and Ma'at for my channel on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, or other social media that you use. Email, text messages, you name it. Those who wish to donate can do so on paypal.me/Ma'at forever.